There's no denying that Five Guys is currently sitting high and mighty on the burger throne. The chain has spread across the United States and is reportedly prepping to open stores in China. Their customer service and, of course, their food have helped make them America's new favorite burger chain and have put brands like McDonald's on notice. However, this doesn't mean that there aren't a few cracks in the foundation of the Five Guys empire. The burger brand has found itself saddled with horrific managers, labor law violations, and perhaps most damaging, criticism directed at the burgers and fries themselves. Five Guys has worked to correct some of these scandals and criticisms, but they seem to be shrugging off others, at least for now. In this video, we're going to show you 10 facts that you need to know about Five Guys. We're OnlyBrands, the channel dedicated to bringing you awesome, regular content on the world's hottest brands. Let's do this. Number 1. Pentagon order. When they first opened, Five Guys got a call from the Pentagon with a request for 15 burgers. Jerry asked when they could pick this stuff up since they didn't deliver. An admiral called him up personally and said, "Mr. Mural, everyone delivers food to the Pentagon." So Matt and Jerry got a 22-foot long banner that said absolutely no delivery to hang in front of the store. After that, the Pentagon peeps got wise. Speaking of the Pentagon, when President Obama moved into the White House, one Five Guys staffer suggested Mural send him a t-shirt. Mural, who shuns all national ad campaigns, dismissed that as cheap. But Obama famously showed up anyway in '09. His order? A cheeseburger with lettuce, tomato, jalapenos, and mustard. He also bought a bunch of burgers for his team, and a cheeseburger with ketchup for the boring old Brian Williams. Number 2. Manager misconduct. In 2015, the newly opened Five Guys in West Virginia was hit with a scandal when 2 of its female employees accused the manager of sexual harassment. The 2 employees filed a lawsuit against both the Five Guys general manager and restaurant manager Andre Devon Fleming, accusing Fleming of creating a hostile work environment when he made unwanted sexual advances, as reported by Charleston Gazette-Mail. The lawsuit detailed some pretty sleazy reported behavior on Fleming's part, with the manager allegedly making unwanted sexual remarks. By the way, at least one of the employees was still in high school at the time. The 2 employees went on to say that Fleming grabbed their butts, allowed other coworkers to carry on with similar unwanted behavior, and had insulting nicknames for employees. As for the general manager, the lawsuit said that Curtis Runyon was made aware of such behaviors and didn't take appropriate action. In October of 2019, Five Guys manager Darnell Penn allegedly sexually assaulted an employee when he lured her into his car under the guise of getting a new uniform. As reported by CBS Philly, he was also accused of forcing another employee to expose herself to him, allegedly threatening, "This stays between us or your job is done here." After learning that he was facing charges, Penn ditched his Five Guys responsibilities and went on the lam. Penn was eventually arrested in Georgia and shipped back to Pennsylvania to face his charges, according to Fox 29. While Five Guys obviously had nothing to do with the incident, other than hiring Penn, the ordeal certainly didn't help the image of that particular Pennsylvania location. Number 3. F-rated. We all know that those decadent burgers come at a cost, but it still stings when the curtain of truth is pulled back. Speaking of those big beefy burgers, Five Guys got an F when it came to antibiotics in their beef. And no, that F didn't stand for fantastic. A report produced by the Center of Food Safety, Consumer Reports, and other consumer/animal watchdog groups slapped the F grade on Five Guys and 21 other burger chains for failure to source any of their beef from antibiotic-free farms, as reported by CBS News. Antibiotics are used to prevent disease in livestock, but they've also been criticized for leading to antibiotic resistance in humans. John Holleran, director of food policy initiatives with Consumer Reports, had said, "When antibiotics stop working, diseases become harder to treat, life-saving surgeries riskier to perform, and a scrape on the knee can even turn deadly." By the way, a lot of hard work and care goes into these videos, so if you could help us out and click the subscribe button, we would greatly appreciate it. Number 4. Calorie bombs. Let's not kid ourselves. The only healthy thing you'll find at a Five Guys is the tomato slice and leaf lettuce on your burger. Eating a meal at Five Guys can easily break the recommended daily calorie intake. It's not that surprising that hamburgers and fries are full of calories, but what about the typical healthy fare like veggie burgers? Those are calorie bombs too. A veggie burger at Five Guys is 440 calories with 15 grams of fat, according to the official restaurant nutrition information. Not to mention, plenty of customers say that the food is extra greasy. None of this food is good in any way, shape, or form, one customer had wrote on Yelp. At least it isn't frozen, he concluded. Number 5. No timers. Five Guys insists on thoroughly cooking burgers, but one of their other practices raises some eyebrows around here. The store doesn't believe in using timers in the kitchen, cause, quote, good cooks should know when the food is done. That's all well and great, but no one is perfect and things happen. Timers take some of the guesswork out of cooking and help ensure everything is cooked and done, which is important when you're feeding mass amounts of people. That said, we are sure that they use thermometers since most health departments require food be cooked to a certain temperature. Number 6. 4+1. The Five Guys refers to founder Jerry Murrell 5 sons, Jim, Matt, Chad, Ben, and Tyler. Originally, they referred to Jerry and his first 4 sons, but then Tyler had to mess everything up by being born. Each has a distinct role in the company. Jim helps manage the whole operation, Matt opens new locations, Chad does manager training, Ben handles IT, and Tyler looks after the bakeries, pumping out dough for the buns. When Murrell's oldest sons were about to graduate high school, Jerry accepted that Jim and Matt weren't really interested in college, so he made them a deal. The family would use the tuition money they'd saved to invest in a hamburger shop instead, and it was basically the boys running things initially. Murrell kept his job at AXA Equitable until the restaurant really took off. Number 7. 250,000 combos. According to Five Guys, there are more than 250,000 ways to order your burger. That sounds like something the marketing department made up as a boast. But if you do the math, there really are more than that many different combinations for your burger. But 250,000 is such a nice sounding number, we'd stick with that one too. With 6 options for burgers, including different sizes, with or without cheese, and a whole host of toppings, it's a paradise for someone who loves options, and a challenge for the completionist. That was an especially juicy fact, right? I think that one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Number 8. Peanuts. You probably know someone with a peanut allergy, and it can be deadly. According to the Peanut Institute, around 4% of adults and 4% of children have severe food allergies, and tree nuts, including peanuts, account for about 90% of those allergies. Cases have steadily risen since at least 1997, making it surprising that not only does Five Guys continue to offer guests peanuts to snack on while they wait, but they exclusively use peanut oil. Allergy information is posted in their nutritional guide, and their fries are marked as including peanut and peanut oil products. Five Guys says that they have no intention of changing any of their practices, as it would negatively impact the brand that they've been building for several decades. Instead, they say they make sure there are plenty of signs posted warning people who have a problem with peanuts to stay away. Number 9. Discrimination. In 2018, former Five Guys employee Jordan Botelho sued the burger chain for firing him for discrimination and harassment regarding his HIV diagnosis. Botelho had started working at the restaurant in 2013 before he was diagnosed with HIV in 2014. He was cleared by his doctor to work so long as he wore gloves. But when the restaurant hired a new manager, Botelho said that the manager began making fun of him and telling others about his HIV status before eventually firing him that same year. Unsurprisingly, Five Guys soon found themselves slapped with a lawsuit for discrimination under the Americans with Disabilities Act. The law does not allow employers to treat employees in this manner, and we are confident a jury will hold Five Guys accountable for their unlawful treatment of Mr. Botelho. Shockingly, while the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission did believe that Five Guys was in the wrong, they opted to not bring a lawsuit against the burger chain for whatever reason. Number 10. No ads. Quick, name your favorite Five Guys commercial. Stumped? You should be. Five Guys doesn't invest a penny in common advertising techniques. Instead, the company puts it towards secret shopper programs that test employees for quality service and fine food. Restaurants and employees that score high get bonuses, and that makes the employees happy and ensures customers' service is tops. We appreciate you sticking around until the end of the video, and we hope you enjoy. But why stop now? Click these videos for more awesome content.